Warning, this video contains adult content not suitable for children.
Paw Patrol will be there on the double.
What am I doing with my life? Paw Patrol is a Nick Jr. show about one of these canine cunts. I mean, one of these canine cunts and the rest. I must apologize. That was my replacement second identity ever since I came back as a Dullahan. I come from the eastern forest of Kuya Konok, marking anyone who crosses me for death. I do not take kindly to the rich sociopaths, nor the would-be hunters. Many villagers have been haunted by my own presence. Many generations since have been dreaded by my own name. It is I, the one and only, Saoirse the Unhinged. And don't you fucking forget it. We're both unhinged. But back on track. It's a Canadian show about a group of puppies of many professions and a child saving the day from the many problematic situations plaguing Adventure Bay. So rescue heroes but with more bitches, got it. That's not a show I remember watching as a kid. Was it? Digressing, it got popular with kids since airing in 2013 and it still airs today, even when it didn't need to reference already dead memes. Yes, Queen. Of course, it's a show made to sell toys, as the pups drive these transforming vehicles to aid with missions. And of course it works, so here's a lot of merch, a movie, and some video games. I'm gonna cover one of them. Would you believe me when I say this is the most recent game I've ever reviewed so far? It's a new game that got released day one on the Xbox Game Pass, of all the fucking games. Paw Patrol Grand Prix got into the story on September 30th, 2022, published and developed by... I don't fucking care at this point. It's a $40 budget kart racer that uses the same old tired promotional pics to the cover and splash screen art. I'd rather play Art of Rally, but Sophie wants to play this cop shite. You know it's a good sign when the company FMV starter hard. Let me just check the tutorial first.
Thanks for hurrying, pup. Meg Goodway invited us to the best pup Grand Prix.
Shit! It's the fall into British! Well, blame me for putting my course into British English! You twat! Change it! Quick!
Good morning, everyone! Today is a special day for our town.
Oh, sweet relief. Like many console arcade races, you can do a quick single race, random or custom, go play with someone else, or go on an adventure. Shit, do I have to see this kid go down after selecting your race mode? His name is Ryder, you nitpicker.
Why the nigga?
I walked right into that. Let's go on an adventure with the pups racing the best pup Grand Prix. That's it. Also, some jerk mayor from another town occasionally comes in to spoil the party. Now, why the fuck does he have a grudge on the puppies and Mayor Goodway anyway? Is he in denial of his electoral loss some time ago, so he moved to another town, won the election there, and decided to do petty crimes near Adventure Bay? I know I'm reading too much of the show I didn't care about till now, but I need clear reasons, man! There's 10 characters you can play, free to unlock by progressing through the mode. Each of them has a special skill they can use, which I'll talk later. No way I'm playing as a pig. Silly Dullahan, that's a puppy! You'll get it when you're older. Wait a minute, why is Ryder participating? Yeah, I thought this was for dogs only. Or maybe this came as a 10 driver grid and the developers didn't have enough cash to make a new one, so I guess it's fair game then. The maximum drivers in the track are 8. Why is this cunt here then? Fuck, you can't just call a child a cunt like that. I'm picking the trash talk for reasons. And as this is a game for little kids, I'm going in hard.
I'm coming!
It's a linear affair, win 17 races and unlock some stuff, but cutscenes that unravel not that much in this simplistic plot. There's no twists and turns here other than humdinger.
Have you heard that, my kittens? When I fought Mayor Goodway, everyone will fail, kitties. Watch out, Paw Patrol, I'm coming.
And don't expect any elaborate CG or in-game cutscenes here, as the scenes here are just character PNGs at the most awkward of pauses.
Have you already decided how you'll celebrate your victory, pups? Dude, totally. Yeah, it's gonna be the coolest party ever.
It's a budget racer after all. Bitch! As this is a game based on a cartoon show for toddlers, the colors do pop. A bit too clean, but still pleasing and fitting for a cartoony aesthetic. Although the nighttime races look like they were shot at day, but I get it. It's a game for little kiddies, so turtle darkness will be a nightmare to traverse for them. And some people as well. I can't see shit! For an Unreal Engine game, it runs well at 60 on my Xbox X, and the screen tear isn't very noticeable, if at all. I'm sure it's much worse in inferior consoles, but I'm so happy regardless. Remember how the Nick Kart Racer zoology never had any voice acting, which made them all awkward to hear?
Awesome!
You know what? I don't mind the sounds in those games. The voice acting is all nice, but the ever-revolving actors are cutting their roles. Why does it have to be children though? But for fuck's sake, the sound design sucks! It's so annoying to listen to the same old clips over and over again. In just my first race, I had enough and muted them. However, I had to put it back on so that I can listen to the cutscenes before starting an adventure mode race.
I'm coming!
Gex sounds less annoying than this. And is there a need for Ryder or any other character to say every name item whenever it's highlighted? Maybe it's for accessibility reasons, but I wish there was an option to disable that without muting the voices entirely. As for music, it's okay at best. It's trying to be whimsical and shit, but they're short and repetitive, which sucks. The only song that I find memorable is the title screen, which is the instrumental version of the show's theme song. The menu theme from Street Outlaws is more memorable than all of this. Quick question, you ever play Mario Kart? Keep playing that instead. Yeah, this is your typical car racer and wait, you all hate to accelerate? Oh shit, I'm playing a PS2 game! Does that mean you use X to brake? Nope, that's for your items. There's no brake button as there isn't any corners that even need braking. However, the right trigger is for drifting, which after enough gives you a boost. There isn't anything specific to do to get boost, drift enough, and there you go! There is launch control at the start of a race, but fuck, the perfect launch zone is so massive. Aside from A being the gas button, the controls are bearable to say the least. And hey, there's auto drive! This is an often debated feature in other games. It can be good for people with physical disabilities, but it can also be exploitable. See Forza Horizon 5. But to me, I don't mind much as the game is so easy to play even when auto drive off. So, you're racing against 7 other drivers in 3 laps around many tracks varying themes, with many items to pick up and use them. But be careful as in every 2 or 3 adventure races, Mayor Humdinger and his kittens show up to disrupt the race by dropping confetti and giant haystacks. Little ones. They don't look that giant. Couldn't resist. Oh no! I can still see some shit in front of me! Man, these kinds of items never work against anyone except AI drivers. I gotta level with you. It's as boring as Forza Horizon 5. This is one of the most uninteresting and blandest new games I've ever played, and I've reviewed NFS Payback for almost an hour. I had more fun doing an animation bug when it stepped to another direction between drifts. The items list is so unimaginative, like it's your standard stuff from Mario Kart but with different skins. This is a mushroom, this is just a banana peel thrown forwards, this one is like the blue shell, only not as devastating, and the tornado is just a fucking shield! And it doesn't fucking work well! And this is just another shield, except it can boost you, wow! There's also the warp item, which with a name like this, you'd expect something like in LEGO Racers, as in you literally wrap ahead of the track, but no, it's a fucking lightning item. It sounds as if time slows down to everyone but the user, but it's still the fucking lightning item. When you get enough donkey treats started around the track, you can use your character's special skill by pressing B, like Rocky's leaf piles, which are just the banana peels, Rubble's big ball of paper or something, Everett's snowballs, Zuma's piss or something, and shields! Shields again! Give me a tornado that whips everyone in its path, or the ability to combine items for devastating attacks! Something risky! And the track is just so boring. Aside from scenery, there's nothing interesting. None of them have hazards, traps, gaps to jump over, nothing! Instead, they're littered with boost paths and boost ramps which make them look unpleasant. At least they have shortcuts, but they look so bland that most, if not all, AI drivers just take that route instead. And what do you know, you get to repeat some races during adventure mode, only they're at night or Humdinger joins the fun. Padding for the sake of padding. The AI is so-so, I had occasions where I got fucked by their attacks, but I still came out strong easily. On hard mode, I barely lose, and on my first try on adventure mode, I won all the races. On hard mode felt like somewhere below medium. It's not very challenging, even if I get my ass kicked, I just brush it all off. And speaking of padding, you know what's the worst part? Cosmetics. When doing an adventure mode the first time, you'll unlock characters as well as a hat and a skin. Downside, you still have a lot of shit to unlock, and they're all cosmetics. So you have to do the mode several times as different characters if you want that achievement for some reason. And why the fuck do you want to redo something that's so bland anyway? Screw that shit. At least I didn't buy the game on $50, that's horrifying! Look, I know it's just trash game that's marketed for little children, but kids deserve better. Developer 3D Clouds played it too safe and delivered something so bland and so annoying, yet somehow managed to be on Game Pass since its release. And Race with Wine is also in here, Xbox Game Pass, now with shovelware. Overall, if you played this game, you've played every other 3D Clouds racer. They're all cheapo licensed racing games that are so boring and also give you a migraine. And I honestly can't recommend this to your child. I know I said Forza Horizon 5 is boring, but that's a much better game really. Hell, there's plenty of other races you can let your child play on Game Pass, like Kart Rally, Wreckfest, Burnout Paradise, Dirt 5 even. Anything but this. But those aren't kart races, you might say, so despite not being on Game Pass, how about Crash Team Racing? Wait, no, that one has microtransactions. Hide your credit cards! Ugh, I'm more of a cat person anyway.